Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and today we'll see about the n-queen problem. So n-queen problem is also one of the problem that we can solve using the backtracking. So basically in our backtracking series, the first video that we solved using which was the rat match problem. So there we checked that how we can use or how we can implement the backtracking there. Right. So backtracking simply means that if you are not finding the solution in one path, then backtrack and then check the other path, right? And if there is no solution in other path also, then check the third path, whatever you have available. So that is all about the backtracking. So in this our second video of the backtracking, we will solve that how we can solve the n-queen problem using backtracking, right? So we'll see all about this one. First of all, let's see that what is the problem. So the problem we have here, that we are given the n number. So like here in this case, if you see, we are given n equals to 4. So it means that we are given that we have the 4 queens. Now I need to place these queens in n by n matrix. Like here, if we have n equal to 4, then we need to place these 4 queens in n by n matrix. And when we put these queens, then there are some conditions. So what are the conditions that we have? The first condition that we have, that there should be a single queen in the one row. There cannot be multiple queens in the single row, right? Similarly, the second condition that we have, there should be a single queen in one column. Like if you see this case, like let's say first about row. In each row, if you see this row, this row, this row, this row, in each row there are one queen. Because we have the n by n matrix, so it means each row will contain one queen. Similarly, if you see in the column wise also, in column, if you see each column has one queen. Because we have the n by n matrix, it means each column will contain one queen. Now the another condition that we have, that there should be single queen in each diagonal. Now diagonal can be in both the way. Let's say of this one. So when we are talking about this one, now there should not be, now if you are putting one here, it means there should not be queen in whole this diagonal. Similarly, this is one. Now there should not be queen in this complete as well, here as well, because diagonal can be this side as well and diagonal can be this side as well. So in both the diagonal there should not be any queen, right? So if you see in this case, like for n equal to 4, this is one of the solution. Like row wise also it is matching, column wise also matching, and if you see diagonal wise, for this one there is not a single queen in the diagonal of this one. If you see here, there is no single queen, because there is nothing. Now if you see this one, and here also there is no queen, right? Now if you see that this one, for this one the diagonal is this one we have, again there is no queen here. Similarly, if you see this side, there is also no queen, right? Similarly, if you check this one, for this one the diagonal we have is this one and this one, and if you see, there is no such queen here. Similarly, for this one also we can see, for this one the diagonal we have is this one and this one. So again for this one also there is no queen. So this means this is the perfect placing of the queen, where all these conditions are matching, right? Now this is the one of the solution. We can have the multiple solutions, but you need to print any one of the solutions, right? So how we can solve this question? So if you see, the important point is that whenever you are placing the values, you need to always take care of these conditions, that whether these conditions are maintaining or not, right? So what we can do, let's take a one solution or one matrix, because the point is, because this matrix will be the final matrix where we will show, or where we will give the as a output, that this is my output, where you can see that all the queens are placed perfectly as per the conditions, right? So at the starting I will create a matrix of the n by n, where it will be the default matrix, where all values will have the 0 values. Like here we have the n equal to 4. It means let's create a matrix where you have the 4 by 4 matrix, and at the starting all values are associated with the zeros. So here we have the all values which are starting to 0. Now what I will do, I will start from the first column, right? And I will put the value, and I will check that if I can put this value in this particular place or not. So like this is the first column, and I will check for each row that where I can place this value in this row at this place. So what will happen? Let's take one case. So let's say first of all I'm checking that whether I can put the queen here in this place. right? So if I check here, then this is a good place, because in this case there is no such queen in this row, not in column also, and not in diagonal also. So it means I can say yes, at this place you can put value here. So it means rather than this 0, I can put this 1 here, right? Now you know that you can put only one queen in one column. So what I do, that as soon as I get the solution, as soon as I get the queen place in one column, then immediately I move to second column. So what would happen, once I have put this value here, then I will move to second column, right? Now you check for this one, and now you check first of all for this row, right? Because we always check from the first row. So basically for each column we are checking for I equals to 0 to n row, that where we can put our value here, right? So first of all I will check with here, that can I put my value here, can I put the queen here? Now the point is, you cannot put the queen here because there is one here, right? Similarly, now if I am not finding the value in this row, then I will move further and I will check for the another queen. So that is why I am saying that I will check for each queen, right? For each row I will check for each row, that if I can place the queen for this column. Now I will check for this row, that can I put the value here? Now again I cannot put the queen here because diagonal wise here we have the 1, right? So now you see that here we are checking the conditions. So what we'll do, basically whenever I'm checking for a particular place, so there we need to check that whether these all conditions are satisfying or not, right? So basically for that what we can do, we can have another function that we'll see through code, so which will basically give me the information that whether this place is safe or not, right? So we'll check three things. First of all, because the column wise we are fine, because if I'm checking this column, it means this is the column we are checking. So first of all we need to check that we need to check the row wise, that whether there is a already value in this row, like we checked for this one. When we inserted value here, we checked that whether there is a value in this row. So yes, there is a value. It means for this case we cannot put the value here. This is the first condition. The second condition that we need to check diagonal wise, like when we are checking here. So here we are checking the one diagonal can be this side, right? And one diagonal can be this side. Now you can argue that why we are not checking in this diagonal, because the point is that we are saying that we are basically covering the column wise. Now we already know that if we are here, it means we have only placed the value till here. We haven't placed the value in this side. In this side, if I am here, then it means I have put the value on this side. I haven't put the value in this side. It means obviously it will always be the 0. So that is why we need to only check in this side, right? That is why I am saying, even if I'll check the row, I will always check in this side row. If I am checking a diagonal, then I will check this diagonal side. If I am checked here, then I will check this diagonal. So at this place I cannot put the 0 here, right? Because here we have the diagonal. Now what I will do, now I need to check on this case. So now I will check for this place. Now here in this place, this looks fine. Why? Because in this row there is also 0, and there is diagonal wise also, here we have the 0 and here also we have 0. It means diagonal wise also it is safe and row wise also safe. It means here I can put the value 1 here, right? Now as soon as I put the value 1 here, then I'll move to next column. So I move to next column here. So I again check with the first row. I check whether I can put the value here. So I cannot put the value here because here we have the 1. Now check here, can I put the value here? Now again I cannot put the value here because this diagonal, in this diagonal we have this 1 here. So this is also not good place. Now check the next row, can I put the value here? Here also I cannot put because here we have this 1 here in this row. Now check the next row, here we can put the value, again we cannot put because here we have the diagonal, right? And in diagonal wise we have the 1 value. Now the point is, for this column no place is suitable, right? So if no place is suitable for this column, it means the previous places of the queen, that we have put, that wasn't the sufficient, or that wasn't the efficient, that was the wrong placement, right? So here it comes the backtracking. Backtracking means it says that the solutions that you have put put previously, like you have put the value 1 here, you have to put value 1 here. This is not a good solution, this is not a good placement, because we are not getting the solution afterwards. So it means you need to backtrack, right? So how will backtrack? The point we will backtrack is that now, because till now we have only checked for this row, so it means it says that this row is not good for you, you need to check the other row, right? So what we can do here, I will again set the value as to 0, right? So rather than this 1, so basically what we are doing, rather than this 1, it was 1 here, now rather than this 1, I will again set the value to 0 here, and I will check that this placement is not good for you, because what is happening, for this column I didn't find a single placement which was good. So I backtrack to the back column again, then I again came here and I check that you need to write your placement, because this placement is not good. It means I need to make this value here 0 again. So whenever you do backtracking, like we also solved in the first problem, in the rat maze problem, that whenever I'm going back, so there also I was basically setting the value 0, and here also we need to set the again reset the value. So now again I need to, rather than this 1, I need to set the value 0 here, right? So for this row I cannot place the value here. It means then I will move to further. So again we have the 1 row here, so I will check again. Can I put the value here? So it says okay, check. So check that I can put the value 1 here. So yes, this looks good place, because here also we don't have any queen, in diagonal wise also we don't have any queen. So it means I can place the value here, right? So it means you can just place the value 1 here. So rather than 0, now we have the 1. So because now we have found out the value in this case, so again I move further, right? Again I can move further and I can check that whether now I can move to further column. So now I am here again and I will check that can I put the value here? No, I cannot put, because we have already 1. Now can I put the value here, this place? So yes, here it looks fine, because in this row also we don't have any value, in this row complete row we don't have value, in this diagonal also we don't have value, and in this diagonal also we don't have any value, right? It means what I can do, that here I can basically put the value. So now rather than this 0, now we have the 1 here, right? So now when we have the 1 here, then I move to further column, because for this column I have already put the value. Now I move to further column. Now check, can I put the value this row? So at this place I cannot put the value, because we have already 1. Now can I put the value here? Here also you cannot put, because you have this 1. Can I put the value here? You cannot put the value here, because diagonal wise here we have the 1. Now can I put the value here? No, you cannot put the value here, because row wise you have this 1 already. It means in this column also there is not a single place where I can put the queen here. So again I need to backtrack, right? Again I need to backtrack. I need to say that the value which you have put here, this 1, this is not a good placement, because if you put the value 1 here, then I am not getting the solution here. I'm not able to put the queen here. So what you need to do, you need to again backtrack. Then rather than this 1, you will again set the value 0 here, and you will check. Now go further. So this row I cannot do. Now I go further in the same column and I check, can I put the value here? So again you cannot put the value here, because here you have the 1. Similarly you cannot put the value here also, because you have the 1 here. It means it says that for this column I cannot put the value here with this case. It means again I need to backtrack. So it says that for this one, for this placement 1 is also not good, but it says that I am already at the last place, so where I can go. So it says if you cannot go further, so you need to check the previous column. It means I will again backtrack and I will make this value again to 0, because this is not a good solution. So I'll again make the value here, and here I move further. Now here I have only checked with the first row. So now I'll again backtrack. Rather than this 1, I'll make it to 0, and now I will check again with this one. And now I will check again that can I put the value 1 here? So yes, you can put the value here, because there is no such row and there is no such column, so this is good placement. So here I can put the value 1 here. So let me do one thing so that it looks good. So for this one I have checked that if I put the value here, if I place the queen here, then there is no solution. Then I check here, is it safe? Yes, it is safe, so I can put the value 1 here. Now as soon as I get the 1 here, then I move to another column. Now for this column I check whether this place is fine. This place is not fine because here diagonally wise we have the 1. Okay, so I check, can I put the value here? No, because here we have the we have the 1 in this row. Now check further, can I put the value here? No, because here we have the diagonal wise 1. Now can I put the value here? So yes, you can put the value here, because row wise also this is fine and diagonal wise also this is fine. So it means I can put the value here 1. Now I move to next column. So in next column I check, can I put the value 1 here? So yes, this place looks fine because row wise also it is good and diagonal wise also there is no such value. So it means I can put the value 1 here. So I put the value 1 here. And now as soon as I get the 1 here, I move to next column. Now next column I check, can I put the value here? No. Now can I put the value here? No, because here we have the diagonal 1. Now can I put the value here? So yes, I can put the value here because row wise also it is good and diagonal wise also it is good. There is no such value in the diagonal wise, and here also there is no such value. It means for this place it looks good, so I can put the value 1 here. And now I move to further. So now when I move to further, it means now my column will be greater than the n, right, or equal to the n, because this is index wise. So in this case, if my column reaches here, it means this is a terminating condition. It means I have achieved my solution. And if you see here that this matrix now equal to this solution. Here we have all the queens placed in very good place, right? They are not interfering and they are meeting all these conditions, right? So this is a example of the backtracking. You see here that what we are doing, that whenever we are not getting the solution, then we are backtracking. We says that no, this is not a good place. Now you need to backtrack and you need to place the value otherwise. And let's say if there is no solution at all, then in this case we can just return that there is no such solution, so we can return false. And if there is a solution, then at the last I can print the value here, this matrix. So you can just print the complete matrix, right? So let me show you the code so that you can get it better. So now here I am showing that what is my queen size. So here my queen size is 4, and now I am calling the function, so where we are basically initializing this n. So here we have the function that int n, and we are initializing this n. It means I have this much of queen here, right? Now after that I am calling the function queen problem. So here what it does, first of all we know that I need to basically create the solution matrix. So first of all I create the solution matrix. Then I call the function queen problem util. So this will be the utility function which will give me that whether there is a solution or not. So what happens that when I solve this problem, so at the starting I pass the first column. So the first column is the 0 index and I pass this matrix. Now let's say if there is no solution, because this util function also return me a boolean, and if there is no solution, so it means we'll just print that n queen placement is not possible at all and will return false. But if there is a solution, then we'll print the queen placement. So we'll just print this matrix, right, and will return true. Now let's see this function queen problem util, which is the imported function. So here we are giving our column and we are giving the matrix which will be our solution. Now this is my terminating condition, that if my column is greater than equals to n, it means I have completed all the columns. So it means I can return the true here. Now if it is not the case, so we checked. So I will start for the first column, means for the 0th column. Now we need to check for each row, right? Because we were checking for each row for each column. So that is why here it is checking for here, that is why we have the for loop, and we are checking for I equals to 0 to n rows. Now we check that this is the place, so where this I is the row and column is the column, right? It means we have the indexes, we have the I and j both, we have the row index as well and column index as well. So first of all I check that for any place whether this place is safe to place queen or not, right? So here we have the function is safe to place queen. Now what it function does, so as we explained, this function will check the 3 condition, one the row wise and one the diagonal wise, both in the upper side and both in the downside, right? So this is the row wise checking. So what it does, if you see that this row is a fix, but we are checking for the column because we know that we need to check on this particular row where we are. So we need to check for each row, each values in that particular row. So that is why we are saying that I equals to 0 to column, because we need to only check in the left side, right? So we are checking if anyway, if in row, if any value is 1, it means I cannot put the value in this row. So I return the false immediately, right? So this is the first row condition. Now here we have the second condition. Now we are checking the diagonal wise. So what it does, if you see here, see this case, see this case decrementing. So here I am decrementing I equals to -1 and j is -1. It means what is happening, you see from here, that if I am here, if I am this one here, then I am checking this side. So how it can check? For this case, if you see this case, here we have the 1 1. The indexes of this placement is 1 1, right? The indexes of this placement is 1 1. So how can I check this value? So this will be the 0 0, right? So that is why I am saying that even if you are here, and you need to check in complete diagonal, so what you need to do, you will decrease the I and j by -1. You will decrease the I and j -1, and when it will go, so it will go till I is greater than 0 and j is greater than 0, right? So you similarly you find out that if at any place, if this value is 1, it means you cannot put the value here, so you will return false, right? Now this was for the upper diagonal. Now if you see the lower diagonal, so for the lower diagonal, what you need to do, like if you see here, if I am here, let's say if I am here, now you need to check this diagonal. So what you need to do, let's say if you are here column wise, so you will decrease the column minus minus, and you will increase the row, right? So row will be increasing. So that is why if you see, you need to do I plus plus, because we are increasing the row but we are decreasing the column, because the point is we need to check only the left side, right? So for the left side, we'll only check in the left side, so that is why we are checking only this side, and it will happen until I is less than n and j is greater than or equals to 0. And if at any place, if we find the value 1, so we return the false. At the last, if all conditions are matching, then in this case we return the true, that this placement is safe to place, right? So this is how we can basically check that whether there is a placement safe or not. Now if a placement is safe, so in this case what we need to do, that we need to first of all make this value as 1 in the matrix, right? So here we make the value 1 here in the matrix. Now I need to check the next column, because this column I have already checked. Now check the next column. So now I immediately recursively call this queen problem util, and I check for the next column. So column plus 1, and again I check the same thing, right? Now what happens, that it will also give me that I am also printing this one, that this is the value, I have put the value. Let's say if you don't want to put the value, you just want, because there is no need to just print the value, you can just at the last return the final solution. So now what happens, that if you are able to print the value, so what will happen, let's say you reach till the end, so when you reach that till the end, it will return false, it will return true here. So when it will return true, it will also return true, so it will keep on returning true, and when it will at the last it will return true, so it will basically overall it will return true, right? Now let's say if there is no solution for this particular column, and let's say if it is not returning true, so in this case what we need to do, we need to backtrack. So when we are doing backtrack, then we are setting the value here again 0, right? So if you see, for the same indexes, here we set the value 1 here, but here because we didn't get the solution, so here we are again resetting the value to 0, right? And then after the resetting, if you are not getting the solution here, then if you are not getting the solution here for this case, so I check the next row. That is why all these values are in the for loop. And if for any column, if for any row I am not getting the solution, so I return the false, right? So this is how it will keep on going, and it will return to this one, and according to that it will return the solution. So if there is no solution at all, it will just print that n-queen placement is not possible, and it will return false. And if there is a solution, so in this case what we'll do, we'll print the queen placement. So this is just printing the complete matrix, that's all what we are doing, and then we can return the true, that yes, there is a solution. So if someone asks you that just check that whether it is possible to place the queen in this manner, so in this case you need not to print the solution, you can just return yes, it is true or false. And if you need to print the path as well, if you need to print the placement also, then you can return or you can print the solution. So that's all for this video. If you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that, and I will also put the source code into description section, so if you want, then you can also get it from there. So that's it, and if you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.